Good afternoon, students. In previous video, we discussed about the meaning of hegemony and its types. What is the meaning of hegemony? That is sole superpower in the world. It means that its influence is over the other countries. Then we discussed that types of hegemony, that as a hard power, as a soft power, and as a structural power. In hard power, we discussed about the capacity of military of United States of America, that USA is the only country in the world which has the annual budget, defense annual budget, more than 700 US billion dollar. It means that it is the only country in the world which spend money on one side and rest of the 12 most powerful countries at the another side. Today we discussed the hegemony as the structural power. That hegemony as structural power states that a dominant power can support its creation and existence. In this type of hegemony, we discussed that which kind of structure US have, that on that basis United States of America is the dominant power in the world. So let us start that hegemony as structural power. The second meaning of hegemony is quite different from the first, because in the first kind of hegemony we discussed about the military capability and military power of the United States of America, and we discussed about the several incidents like the first Gulf War, like Operation Iraqi Freedom, when United States of America showed its dominance in the world. It is based on the notion that an open and competitive world economy needs a dominant power to stabilize its creation and existence. As we know that after the disintegration of USSR, the only superpower remained in the world, that was United States of America, to build the economy of the world and to become a dominant power of the world. The hegemon, a supreme leader, hegemon means the supreme leader, must have the ability and desire to lay down norms for creating and the structure of global economy. Yes, United States of America has the ability to create the structure of global economy and to control it. In second sense, hegemony therefore relates to the role which US plays in providing global public goods. Yes, there are several things which are provided by the United States of America to this world, like the internet, www.com. It is the result of the American Research Army program, like the SLOCs, Sea Lanes of Communication, which play a great role in the world trade. Let us discuss one by one, like the MBA degree, Master of Business Administration, which was originated from United States of America. Let us discuss one by one that which global things are provided by the United States of America to the world. So first of all, what are public goods? Public goods are those goods whose availability is open to all for consumption on an open and equitable basis, like the roads and fresh air are the example of such goods. On a global scale, sea lanes of communication and the sea routes are used commonly by merchant ships are example of global public goods. Free trade in an open economy in world is impossible without SLOCs. Sea lanes of communication or the sea trade, these are the examples of global commons, because these are used by the different nations of the world for trade and communication between them. The naval power of the hegemon determines the law of sea and provides freedom of navigation in international waters. In these SLOCs, the norms and laws are prepared by a dominant country, by the hegemon, that is United States of America. Before the Second World War, British Navy used to perform this role. After the Second World War, this role has been performed by the multi-oceanic United States of American Navy. I want to tell you, seventh fleet is the largest fleet in the world. सबसे शक्तिशाली अगर कोई नेवी है तो यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका की है, जिसमें सातवां बेड़ा जो है, जो इस पूरी दुनिया का सबसे विशाल बेड़ा है नेवी का, जो किसी भी कंट्री को क्या कर सकता है, ध्वस्त कर सकता है. दैट्स द रीजन दैट यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका इज द डोमिनेंट पावर टू कंट्रोल द नॉर्म्स एंड रेगुलेशंस ऑफ सी लेन्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. A more comprehensive example of global public goods is internet. You know, at present, what is internet? Internet, it means that the source of knowledge, the source by which we are getting information regarding the different topics, that is internet. Internet is the direct result of a US military research project which started in 1950. The whole world trade today survives through the internet on the World Wide Web, www.com. Most of the internet facilities at the global level operate on a network of satellites owned by the United States of American government. So this internet, which is the example of global commons or global goods, which is given by United States of America, and it was the result of the military research project which was started in 1950. United States of America today is dominant in all sectors of world economy and technology. Its shares of the world economy is over 28%. पूरी विश्व अर्थव्यवस्था में 28% जो हिस्सेदारी है वो किसकी है? आज यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका की है. US अकाउंट्स फॉर ओवर 15% ऑफ वर्ल्ड ट्रेड. विश्व व्यापार में 15% से अधिक की हिस्सेदारी आज अमेरिका रखता है. देयर इज नॉट ए सिंगल एरेना ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी इन विच एन अमेरिकन कंपनी डज नॉट फिगर इन द लिस्ट ऑफ द टॉप 3. आज दुनिया में कोई भी ऐसा आर्थिक क्षेत्र नहीं है जहां पर अमेरिका की कोई ऐसी कंपनी हो जो टॉप 3 लिस्ट के अंदर ना हो. इट शोज that the structural hegemony of United States of America, that a structure which is built by the United States of American government, and on that structure the world economy is built. All the international economic institutions like the World Bank, International Monetary Fund and World Trade Organization, these are called Bretton Woods institutions, and all these Bretton Woods institutions can be regarded as the product of US hegemony. And World Trade Organization, which was established in 1995, and the main motive of WTO to liberalize the world trade, free flow of goods and services. World Bank and IMF, these are the maybe landlords because they are providing loans and money to the different countries. So all these important institutions of the world, they are the products of the United States of America hegemony. A classic instance of structural power of the US is the academic master degree in the business administration, MBA, which is a prestigious academic degree in the world today, which was given by United States of America. The dictum that business is a profession depending upon a professional subject which should be taught in a unique American idea. It was the first time in the world history when the people of United States of America taught the art of trade. It is a profession. Business is not a thing that anyone can do. It is a profession which has done by professionalists, and professionalists prepared by which degree? By the Master of Business Administration. The first business school was started in United States of America in the world. The Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, founded in 1881. MBA courses started in 1900. Outside US, the first MBA course was established only in 1950. Today, there is hardly any country in the world which does not run the prestigious MBA degree. This explains the structural hegemony of the United States of America. So this is the classic instance that MBA, Master of Business Administration, which is the prestigious academic degree, originate from which country? From the United States of America. So dear students, today we discussed hegemony as the structural power, and in this topic we discussed that United States of America is a dominant power to form and run and regulate the sea lanes of communication and the sea trade routes. Then we discuss about public goods, that the goods which are available for all, which was given by United States of America, like the internet, like the MBA, Master of Business Administration. Then we discuss that what is the role of United States of America in the world economy, what is the share of American economy in the world, what is the share of American trade in the world, and what is the role which played by United States of America to produce the international institutions like the WTO, like the World Bank and International Monetary Fund. Thank you and have a nice day.